Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever wanted to know how long your solar powered security camera system will run and how to make sure it never runs out of power? In this video, we're going to get into the technical calculations you can use to measure the runtime of your solar security camera system. But first, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on our future uploads. Let's get started. First, let's figure out how much power your security cameras actually use. Let's check the specifications of your camera, specifically the voltage and current. For example, if your camera runs at 12 volts and draws 1 amp, the power consumption is simple to calculate. Multiply the voltage by the current and you get 12 watts. If you have a system with multiple cameras, you'll simply do this for each camera and add up the grand total. But don't forget, your system may include other components like Wi-Fi transmitters and night vision infrared LEDs built into the cameras, which also consume power. You'll want to add those into your total power calculations as well, though they may not be included in the camera specifications. The formula is power, which is W, equals voltage, V, times the current, amperage. Now let's talk about your solar battery. Battery capacity is usually measured in amp hours, but for this calculation, we need it in watt hours. So to convert, just multiply the battery's voltage by its amp hour rating. For example, if you have a 12 volt battery with a 50 amp hour capacity, that gives you 600 watt hours of stored energy. Now that we have both the power consumption and the battery capacity, we can calculate how long the system will run. The formula is very simple. Just divide the battery capacity in watt hours by the power consumption of your security system in watts. Using our example, if your battery has 600 watt hours and your camera system uses 12 watts, your battery should last about 50 hours. But keep in mind, real-world efficiency isn't perfect. Battery discharge losses and power conversion efficiencies can reduce the actual runtime by 10 to 20%, so always plan for that. Now let's talk about keeping your solar battery properly charged. Your solar panels will generate energy based on their wattage and the amount of sunlight they receive per day. If you have a 100 watt solar panel and you get about 5 hours of good sunlight per day, that panel should generate 500 watt hours of energy daily. If your daily solar power production is greater than your daily security system power consumption, your system can run indefinitely in sunny conditions. If not, you'll need a bigger solar panel or a larger battery to compensate. Here's that formula. Of course, perfectly sunny days every day are never guaranteed. On cloudy or rainy days, your solar panel's output will obviously drop dramatically. That's why it's a good idea to have a large battery that can last at least 2 or 3 days without good weather. Also remember that your solar charge controllers, other equipment, and wiring can introduce energy losses as well. MPPT solar charge controllers are far more efficient than PWM solar charge controllers, so that they maximize the energy your system captures. To summarize, your basic formula for runtime is battery capacity in watt hours divided by total power consumption in watts from your security system. If you want your system to be fully self-sustaining, you have to make sure your solar panel produces more energy per day than your security system consumes. And there are a few additional things to consider. Firstly, different battery types have different discharge limits. Lead-acid batteries should only be discharged to about 50% of their total capacity, while lithium batteries can be safely discharged up to 80 or 90% of their total capacity. So LiFePO4 lithium batteries are the obvious better choice for solar-powered security camera systems. Second, power losses in the system can come from inverters, solar charge controllers, and wiring. If you're using a power inverter to convert your battery 12 or 24 volt output to AC power, expect to lose around 10 to 15% of your energy in the conversion. Third, your camera's power usage might not be constant. Night vision, motion detection, Wi-Fi, or 4G connectivity can all cause spikes in energy consumption, so make sure to factor that in. Fourth, solar panels don't always perform the same year-round. Sunlight hours can vary by season, so if you size your system based on available sunlight during the summertime, it may not perform as expected in the winter. Always use the least efficient scenario when planning your design. Fifth, cold weather can affect battery performance. Lead-acid batteries lose efficiency in cold temperatures, and while lithium batteries perform better, they can still be affected. If you're installing your system outdoors in a cold climate, consider insulating the battery or using a temperature-controlled enclosure. And finally, the placement of your solar panel equipment definitely matters. Make sure your solar panels are angled in the optimal position based on your location in the world. And make sure that the panels stay clean and free from dirt to maximize efficiency. If you think you might want to expand your system in the future with additional solar panels or equipment, it would be a smart choice to choose modular components that allow for easy upgrades. With these calculations, you can design a reliable solar-powered security camera system that runs smoothly. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to find out about our next upload. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.